Welcome, everyone. Today, we're not just going to talk about motivation. We're going to talk about how to reprogram your mind to think, act, and live like a winner. Because this is the truth. Most people are not losing because they're not talented. They're losing because they don't have the mindset to win. This world doesn't reward the most intelligent. It rewards the most disciplined, the most obsessed, and the most mentally unshakable. So in this video, I'm giving you 10 unbreakable lessons, not quotes, not feel-good ideas, but life-saving truths that every winner on this planet lives by. These 11 lessons are backed by real research, built from elite psychology, lived by the most successful and unbreakable people on Earth. And I'm telling you right now, if you truly listen to every second of this video, if you apply these lessons like your life depends on it, then your life will never be the same again. This video is not just a video. It's a manual for mental dominance. It's for those who are tired of watching others win and are finally ready to become unstoppable. This video will build your mindset and your English. Every word trains your brain to think like a winner, and every second improves your listening and vocabulary. Subscribe now, not just to grow, but to rise. So let's begin. Lesson 1. Master your mind before it destroys you. If you don't master your mind will master you. And let me tell you something that no one wants to say out loud. Your brain is not your friend by default. By default, your brain is lazy, afraid, addicted to comfort, obsessed with survival, not greatness, built to protect you from risk, not to push you toward success. Think about it. When you want to wake up early, your mind says sleep. When you want to go to the gym, your mind says not today. When you want to speak up, your mind says, what if they judge you? When you want to change your life, your mind says, what if you fail? That's because the untrained mind is a defense machine, not a growth engine. The first lesson of winners is not how to work harder. It's not how to make money. It's not how to win trophies. It's how to take your brain. That same brain that sabotages you every morning, and reprogram it to obey you. Because until your mind obeys you, you will never win. It means you don't let your thoughts control your actions. You decide, not your emotions, not your fear, not your doubt. Mastering your mind means you still feel fear, but you move anyway. You still hear the voice of laziness, but you show up anyway. You still feel tired, overwhelmed, insecure. But you choose progress over perfection. Winners are not emotionless robots. They just know how to make the right decision while feeling the wrong emotion. That's the mental difference between those who dream and those who dominate. Let me give you one of the most powerful real-life examples. When Navy SEALs are trained, the most elite soldiers on Earth, they are taught the 40% rule. When your mind says you're done, you're only at 40%. That means when your body is screaming, when your mind is begging you to stop, when every thought is saying, I can't take this anymore, you've still got 60% left in the tank. That's not motivation. That's science. That's mental reprogramming. That's the winner's mindset. When most people quit, winners begin. Because winners have learned to override their mind's emergency signals. They say, thank you for the warning, but we're still going. Let me give you a simple, practical system that even a beginner can follow. Catch the thought. Every time you feel like quitting, skipping, hesitating, pause and say, that's not me. That's just my brain trying to protect me. This one sentence gives you power over the reaction. Label the lie. Your brain will say, "It's too late. You're too tired. You can do it tomorrow. You're not good enough." You say, "That's a lie. That's fear talking." Labeling the lie kills its power. Choose the command. Now you speak back to your mind like a general. We do it anyway. We show up. We don't negotiate with weakness. We follow the mission. When you do this every day, even once, you're not just building motivation. You're building mental armor. You don't win by trying this once. You win by repeating it every day until your mind learns. He doesn't listen to fear anymore. She doesn't obey laziness anymore. They're not soft anymore. And now, your brain stops fighting you and starts working for you. Remember this for the rest of your life. Your body doesn't control your day. Your mind does. But your mind doesn't work by truth. It works by training. So, train it, own it, command it, shape it like clay. Because if you don't, your mind will turn you into a slave to your feelings. And winners are never slaves. Mastering your mind is not a motivational quote. It is a non-negotiable life skill. It is the first war you must win, before you can win anything in this world. You want money? Master your mind. You want discipline? Master your mind. You want to change your life? Master your mind. No one's coming to do it for you. But if you do this, if you build this mental strength brick by brick, there will come a day when people ask you, "How are you so strong? How do you never quit? How do you do what others can't?" And you'll smile, because you know you mastered the only enemy that ever mattered, the one in your head. Lesson 2. One life, one chance. Let's stop pretending. You don't get a second life. You don't get to rewind this movie. This is not a rehearsal. This is it. Your one shot, your one chance, your only life. And yet most people, maybe even you, live like they have infinite time. They waste years, scrolling. They kill months, overthinking. They destroy days, waiting for a perfect moment that never comes. Why? Because they've forgotten the deepest, rawest truth of all. You are going to die. And everything you don't do before that moment dies with you. That business you keep planning but never start, it dies with you. That version of you, confident, fluent, strong, the one you dream of becoming, if you don't take action, that version will never be born. That relationship you want to fix, that apology you never gave, that risk you never took, gone, forever. And that's why this lesson is not motivational fluff. This lesson is a psychological reset. Because every second that passes is not just time. It's a piece of your one and only life. And once it's gone, it never comes back. Harvard University did a study asking elderly people what they regret most in life. Guess what the #1 answer was? Not the things I did, but the things I didn't do. Let that sink in. It's not your mistakes that will haunt you. It's your inaction, your silence, your delay, your fear. Because that's what regret really is. A graveyard of dreams you never acted on. So, what's the solution? You must wake up every day with one sentence burning in your brain. I get one life, one chance. I will not waste it. Here's how to do that. Even if you're an absolute beginner, even if you're scared, tired, or feel like it's too late, write your wake-up call. Grab a notebook and write this. If I died 1 year from today, what would I regret not doing? Write everything that comes to mind. That YouTube channel, that dream job, that book, that apology, that conversation, that transformation, that freedom. Now circle the top 3. And here's the key. Those three are not goals. They are your life instructions. Use the death line, not the deadline. Deadlines push projects. Deathlines push people. Set a timer. If I only had 6 months left to live, how would I live today? That doesn't make you dark. It makes you dangerous. It sharpens you. It kills excuses. It brings urgency. Because urgency builds winners. Reverse every excuse with this sentence. And then I died. Try this right now. I'll start working out next month. And then I died. I want to build something, but I'm too busy. And then I died. I want to become fluent in English, but what if I fail? And then I died. It sounds brutal, because it is. But that's the exact kind of pain that makes people move. The kind of pain that changes lives. You don't need more time. You need more urgency. You need to feel the clock ticking, not to scare you, but to awaken you. Because the biggest lie in this world is this: you have time. No, you don't. You have a life, and it's running out. But if you truly understand that, if you truly realize that this is your one chance, then every second becomes sacred. Every moment becomes motivation, and that's the mindset of a winner. Lesson 3. Stop thinking. Trust the process. This might be the most important advice you'll ever hear, because the biggest killer of success is not laziness. It's overthinking. And here's the truth. Your brain will lie to you, but the process never will. The process is waking up when it's hard, showing up when no one claps, practicing even when you feel stupid, repeating what works until it actually works, failing, learning, improving, slowly, quietly, daily. But here's where most people go wrong. They want results before repetition. They want certainty before starting. They want confidence before showing up. And so they overthink everything. Until the dream dies in analysis. Your brain is built for one thing: protecting you from pain. So whenever you try something new, like learning a new skill, taking a risk, building a business, becoming fluent in English, your brain goes, what if it doesn't work? What if you fail? What will people say? What if it takes too long? And if you listen to that voice, you start thinking, and thinking, and thinking, until you're paralyzed. That's what scientists call analysis paralysis. It's when the brain chooses mental comfort over actual progress. Winners don't think like beginners. They don't say, will this work? They say, if I follow the process will change me. It may take time, it may be boring, but I trust the grind. Because the process is undefeated. Even if you feel dumb, even if you fail 99 times, if you repeat, review, rebuild, you become unstoppable. Michael Jordan, arguably the greatest basketball player of all time, once said, I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed. Notice something? He didn't succeed because he thought more. He succeeded because he repeated more. He trusted the process of failure, correction, and mastery. So create a ritual, not a result. Don't aim to speak English perfectly. Just aim to speak 10 minutes daily, no matter what. Don't aim to finish a book. Just aim to read 5 pages daily without missing a day. This is how winners operate. They focus on inputs, not outcomes. Track the streak, not the score. Keep a notebook or app and write. I did it today. I followed the process. That's it. You don't need to see results. You just need to build momentum. And when the results show up, They'll show up fast and all at once. When your brain says, "What if it's not working? What if it's not worth it?" Don't answer it with thinking. Answer it with action. Just get up, do 10 push-ups, speak 3 sentences, review 1 word, show up, because motion kills doubt, and movement shuts down overthinking. Stop asking, "Is it working? Will I fail? Is this good enough?" Start asking, "Did I show up today? Did I repeat what works? Did I trust the process?" Because when you trust the process, you don't need to see the results immediately. You just know they're coming. And that is the mindset of a winner. Lesson 4. Kill your negativity before it kills you. Let's be brutally honest. The most dangerous enemy in your life is not out there. It's already inside you. It's the voice that whispers, "You're not good enough. You always fail. You're not smart like others. You can't learn English. You don't have what it takes. No one supports you. What's the point?" And that voice is killing your confidence, your discipline, your potential. Slowly, silently, secretly, every single day. You could be the most talented person in the world. But if you don't kill that negativity, you will become your own greatest enemy. Imagine, a man once walked past a group of elephants. He noticed they weren't in cages or held with chains. Instead, each elephant was tied with a small rope tied to its front leg. No cages, no whips, no heavy chains, just a small rope. So he asked the trainer, "How are these huge, powerful animals not breaking free?" The trainer said, "When they are babies, we tie them with this same rope. At that age, it's strong enough to hold them. They try to break free again and again, but fail. Eventually, they stop trying. And when they grow up, even though they're strong enough, they still believe they can't break it." Now listen to me. That's how most people live. They're powerful, they're capable, but their own mind tells them they can't. So they don't even try. That's the power of negative belief. It's not a rope. It's a mental prison. What causes negativity? Past failures you never healed from. Words from toxic people. Trauma you carry like a backpack. Comparing yourself every day. Perfectionism, which always makes you feel like you're not enough. Overthinking and imagining the worst case every time. Here's the truth. You're not a failure. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You've just been trained to believe that you are. But now it's time to break that belief like a rope around an elephant's leg. Solutions. Name the negative voice. You need to separate yourself from the voice. Start saying, "That's not me. That's just a negative program running in my mind." Your mind says, "You'll fail." You say, "That's the voice of my past, not my truth." Label it. Detach from it. See it. Rewrite the script. Every time a negative thought enters, write down the opposite truth. Negative thought. Rewrite it as, "I'm not smart enough. I am learning every single day. I always fail. I'm still improving. I'm not done. Nobody supports me. I support myself. I am my team. It's too late. Now is always the best time." This is called cognitive rewriting, and it is proven by psychology to rewire the brain. Flood your mind with better input. You cannot kill negativity by just deleting it. You must replace it. How? Watch one powerful video daily, like this one. Read 10 minutes of a powerful book every morning. Say 3 new powerful truths out loud every night before bed. Speak to yourself like someone you love, not someone you hate. Your brain is a sponge. Feed it truth, not trash. Your brain is like your body. If you eat garbage food, your body breaks. If you feed your brain garbage thoughts, your future breaks. Winners eat truth. Losers eat lies. So kill your negativity, not once, but every single day like brushing your teeth. Because every time you kill one negative thought, you rescue your future from a false enemy. Lesson 5. The only limit is yourself. Let's make something very clear. The only thing standing between the life you dream of and the life you're living is you. It's not the government. It's not your family. It's not your location. It's not your age, your background, or your bank account. It's your mindset. It's your habits. It's your self-belief. It's your decisions every day. You are the limit. And that means you are also the freedom. Studies in neuroscience show that beliefs form a ceiling in the brain. When you believe, "I'm not smart," you stop trying to learn. "I can't change." Your brain doesn't build new neural pathways. "I'll never be fluent." Your brain stops retaining language. "I'm not like them." Your effort drops, and you prove yourself right. This is called the self-limiting identity loop. Your mind creates a wall, and then your behavior obeys the wall. But here's what winners know. The wall isn't real. It was built by fear. And fear is just imagination without action. For decades, no human being could run a mile in under 4 minutes. Doctors said it was physically impossible. Scientists said the body would break down. People believed it was a limit set by nature. But in 1954, one man, Roger Bannister, ran a mile in 3 minutes 59.4 seconds. He didn't break a record. He broke the mental limit of the world. And guess what? Within a year, 24 other people also ran sub-4-minute miles. The limit didn't change. The belief did. Now imagine, what if your limit isn't real either? Write your "I can't" list. Write 10 things you currently say, "I can't do this. I'm not good at this. I've never been able to." Now write beside each one. Says who? Is that a rule? Or just my fear? What if I could? You'll realize 90% of your limits are not facts. They're just unchallenged fears. Take micro actions against the limit. If your limit is, "I can't speak English," then speak 1 sentence per day out loud to yourself. If your limit is, "I can't focus," then do 5 minutes of work without distraction. And track the streak. Don't break the wall by running through it. Break it by proving it wrong 1 brick at a time. Surround yourself with evidence. Watch videos of people who were broke, depressed, overweight, lost, and they still made it. Every time you see someone beat the odds, tell yourself, if they can, why not me? Because here's the truth. You are not stuck. You are not trapped. You are not cursed. You are just not moving. Yet. And the only thing that can fix that is you. Your life is not limited by your parents, your past, or your problems. Your life is limited by the prison you've accepted. But today, right now, you can choose something different. You can say, "I'm done accepting this version of me. I'm done letting fear decide who I become. I'm done being the limit." Because the moment you kill the lie that says, "I can't," you awaken the version of you that can do anything. And that version? That version is a winner. Lesson 6. No help? No problem. Let me say something most people are too afraid to say out loud. No one is coming to help you. Not your family, not your friends, not your past, not your luck, not your God. Unless you move first. And that's not a curse. That's your greatest power. This lesson is the core truth of a winner's life. You must learn to win with zero support, zero applause, zero encouragement, zero help. And if you don't, you'll stay stuck forever, waiting for someone to push you, notice you, save you. But real winners, they don't wait to be saved. They save themselves. Maybe you grew up in a home where nobody taught you confidence. Nobody supported your dreams. Every time you tried something, someone laughed. You were told, be realistic. You're not special. Maybe right now, you're alone in your room, trying to improve yourself. No one believes in your efforts. You're learning English or trying to start a business, and nobody cares. You feel invisible. Listen to me. That pain you're carrying, that silence you're living in, that's the birthplace of champions. The ones who grow up with no help, learn to become their own source of fire. Example: David Goggins was abused as a child. He was overweight, broke, depressed, and alone. He had every reason to quit, and no one helping him. But one day he looked in the mirror and said, "Nobody's coming. If I want to change, I'll have to become someone I've never been before." He lost 100 pounds. He became a Navy SEAL. He ran 100-mile races. He rewired his brain through pain, repetition, and self-talk. No help, no cheering crowd, no backup plan. And now, he's considered one of the toughest men on earth because he mastered the most powerful skill: becoming your own hero. Solutions: stop waiting for external validation. Stop looking at your phone hoping someone says, "Good job. Keep going. I believe in you." Because 99% of the time, they won't. So from now on, every time you finish a habit, say this: I noticed. I'm proud of me. That small sentence builds internal reward systems. It trains your brain to feel powerful without permission. Talk to yourself like a coach, not a critic. Most people speak to themselves like an enemy. You're so lazy. You're behind. You're useless. Stop. Winners speak like this: we're not there yet, but we're going. One more step. We don't need noise, we've got focus. Let's build quietly. Create a ritual of silence. Every day, spend 15 minutes in complete silence. No phone, no music, no distractions. Just sit and listen to your own voice. That voice you ignore, that's the real you trying to wake up. That's the winner inside of you, waiting to be heard. You don't need help to be powerful. You need clarity. You need rituals. You need to become the kind of person who says, I don't need the world to believe in me, because I've already decided. I believe in me. And when you live like that, no help becomes no problem, because winners don't wait to be saved. They become their own rescue team. Lesson 7. The compound effect. Everything counts. This lesson will change how you see your entire life. Most people fail not because of one big mistake, but because of 1,000 tiny choices they thought didn't matter. The food you eat today, the words you say today, the habit you do or don't do today. All of it counts. All of it adds up. All of it compounds. And this is both the scariest truth and the most powerful one. What is the compound effect? It's the law of exponential change through small daily action. Read 10 pages a day. You've read 12 books a year. Speak 5 minutes of English daily. You become fluent in 12 months. Eat 200 extra calories per day. You gain 20 pounds in a year. Scroll 30 minutes a day. You waste 182 hours a year. That's 7.5 full days of life. Gone. Winners know this. Small things don't stay small. They grow, multiply, become unstoppable or uncontrollable. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men on earth, built 90% of his wealth after age 50. Not from gambling, not from shortcuts, from compound interest, letting money grow slowly, then explode over time. He once said, "Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree long ago." That's not just about money. It's about your habits, your words, your thoughts. Plant the right seeds daily, and one day you'll be sitting in a life others only dream about. Pick one small habit that scares you. Not big, just consistent. Examples. Speak 3 sentences in English every morning. No excuses. Walk for 15 minutes after lunch. Every day. Wake up at the same time. Every day. Write one powerful thought in a journal. Every night, track it for 90 days. Don't look at results. Look at the streak. Put an X on a calendar. Make a checklist. Use a whiteboard. Because seeing progress creates momentum, and momentum creates transformation. Protect the habit like a baby tree. Don't skip. Don't say, "It's just one day." Because it's not just one day. It's your identity at stake. Every time you do the habit, you cast a vote for your new self. Every time you skip it, you cast a vote for your old self. And soon, your votes become your life. Powerful thought to remember. You don't become successful all at once. You become successful one decision at a time, when no one is watching. Winners are not lucky. They are compound creatures. They know that every rep, every step, every minute adds up. And over time, what once looked like nothing becomes unstoppable. Your habits are your future, in disguise. Your tiny daily actions are your destiny seeds. And every day you water them, you get one step closer to a life that no one can take from you. So from this day forward, tell yourself, everything I do counts. Every moment matters. Every choice builds the future. Because that's the compound mindset of winners. Lesson 8. Risk or regret. There is no middle. Let me ask you a question that most people run away from. What are you going to regret more? Taking the risk and failing, or never taking the risk and always wondering what could have happened? If your answer is, "I don't know," you're already walking the road to regret. Because in life, you only get 2 paths. Take the risk and grow, fail, rise, learn, repeat. Avoid the risk and rot in comfort, excuses, safety, and someday. That's it. There is no third road. And the scariest part? The second road looks peaceful in the beginning, but it ends in a quiet death. There's a woman named Bronnie Ware, a palliative care nurse who spent years with people in their final days. She asked them one question: what do you regret the most in your life? And do you know the number one answer? I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. They didn't say, "I regret failing." They didn't say, "I regret trying and losing." They said, "I regret not even trying." That's what untaken risks turn into. Permanent wounds of the soul. People don't take risks because they're afraid to look stupid. They think they're not ready. They want permission from someone. They overthink everything. They don't believe they're good enough. They wait for a perfect moment, which never comes. But here's the truth. Winners are not fearless. They just fear regret more than failure. Solutions. Imagine the pain of inaction, not just the pain of action. Let's say you want to speak English in public, but you're scared. Your mind says, "What if I mess up? What if people laugh?" Now flip it. Ask yourself, what if I don't speak today? What if I stay silent again? What if I miss this chance forever? What will that cost me over 5 years? That shift creates urgency. That's when people move. Set a no matter what risk ritual. Choose one small risk every day. Speak one sentence out loud in public. Send that email. Start that business page. Post that video. Ask that question. Join that class. And tell yourself, this is my risk today. No matter how I feel, I do it. Daily small risks. Massive self-trust. Identity transformation. Make failure your fuel, not your fear. Winners use failure like fuel. They say, that didn't work. What did I learn? Now I know what not to do. I've failed more than others have even tried, and that's why I'll win. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's the bridge to it. Risk is temporary pain. Regret is forever. You will never remember all the times you tried and failed. But you'll never forget the time you let fear win. So from now on, choose the risk, make the call, send the message, show up, launch, speak, ask. Because at the end of your life, the only thing that will matter is, did I try? Did I live true to me? Did I use the fire inside me, or did I let it die quiet? Winners choose risk, losers choose regret, and in the end, only one of them gets peace. Lesson 9. Be a monster. Yes, you heard me right. Let's talk about something real and raw, something people never say in public but every winner lives by. To survive this world, to protect your dream, to build the life you want. You can't just be kind. You can't just be soft. You have to be a monster and learn how to control it. Now wait. Before you get confused, let me explain what I mean. It doesn't mean become evil. It doesn't mean hurt others. It doesn't mean arrogance. It means become someone who is mentally dangerous to your old excuses, too powerful to be manipulated, too focused to be distracted, too obsessed to be stopped, too resilient to be broken, too disciplined to be lazy. It means building an inner beast that shows up when life tries to crush you. It means having fire in your eyes when the world gives you silence. In psychology, there's a concept called the shadow self. It means every human has a soft side, a strong side, a dark, focused, driven, beast mode side. Most people ignore that part. They think, I should always be polite. I shouldn't fight back. I should never get angry. I should always be humble. But guess what? Winners are kind, but they're not weak. They're humble, but they're not harmless. They train their inner monster. So when the time comes, they can go all in, all day, no mercy. Create your alter ego. Give your winner self a name. It can be anything. The Terminator, Iron Discipline, Mamba Mindset, The Machine, No Excuses, Ice Focus. Every time you want to give up, say, I'm not showing up as me. I'm showing up as your alter ego. And that version of me never loses. This is called identity flipping. And it works. Build beast rituals. Winners have rituals that awaken the monster. Cold showers, 5 a.m. wake up, brutal workouts, reading 10 pages no matter what, speaking English when afraid, working when others rest, practicing when no one is watching. Each ritual tells your brain, this is not soft time. This is beast time. Unleash, then control. Your monster is not meant to destroy others. It's meant to protect your dream. So don't let it turn into hate. Let it turn into unshakable consistency. Use it when you feel weak, when you feel afraid, when you feel like quitting, when people laugh at you, when you're invisible, when you're tired, doubting, broken. That's when the monster says, now it's my turn. Let me take over. The world is not soft. Your path will not be easy. Your dream will not be protected by others. So build the beast. Be kind, but don't be passive. Be soft, but train the savage. Because one day, life will test you. And when it does, You don't run. You don't break. You don't cry. You go full monster mode, and you make the world remember who you are. That's the mentality of winners. Lesson 10. It's now or never. There is no later. Let's kill the most common excuse in human history. I'll do it later. Later. Later is the most dangerous lie ever created, because later becomes never, and never becomes regret so heavy it crushes your soul. You think you have time? Let me break your illusion. That dream you've been putting off, someday you'll be too tired to chase it. That version of yourself you keep imagining, someday your mind will be too broken to become it. That person you want to say, I love you to, someday they'll be gone. The truth is, every second you waste is a second you never get back. Example: Steve Jobs, the legendary founder of Apple, had a ritual. Every morning he looked in the mirror and asked, if today was the last day of my life, would I still do what I'm about to do? If the answer was no too many days in a row, he changed something. He didn't wait for permission. He didn't wait for motivation. He didn't wait for the world to understand him. He acted immediately, fully, now. Use the 1-year death test. Imagine this. You get a letter that says you have exactly 1 year left. No extensions, no exceptions. Now ask, who would you become? What would you stop tolerating? What would you start doing today? Who would you cut off, forgive, call, or confront? What would suddenly matter the most? Write it all down. Now, don't wait for the letter. Live from that truth now. Set fire to someday. Take out your notebook. Flip to a clean page. Write these 3 sentences at the top. Someday is not a day of the week. Later is the language of the lost. My time is not infinite. My chance is now. Then make a now or never list. Write down 5 things you've been delaying. Now choose one, just one. Do something about it today, no matter how small. That first move will break the spell of procrastination. Schedule your dreams, not just your duties. Don't just fill your calendar with meetings, tasks, and to-do lists. Fill it with you. Time to work on your dream. Time to speak, practice, build, write, rehearse, repeat. If it's not on the calendar, it's not in your life. So make time for the life you want, or forever lose the life you could have had. You're not behind. You're not too late. You're not too broken. But you are on the edge of a truth you can't ignore anymore. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your now. And if you don't act now, you may never get this chance again. Because life doesn't wait, and success doesn't come to the patient. It comes to the bold. This is your now. Take it or lose it forever. That's the choice every winner has to make. Lesson 11. Believe it's already yours. Live like you've already won. This final lesson is not about action. It's about energy. Because most people don't lose in life because they failed. They lose because they never truly believed they could win. They walk into every opportunity already doubting, already thinking, this probably won't work, already feeling like an outsider. And guess what? Life mirrors your belief. The world treats you how you treat yourself. So if you don't believe it's yours, it never will be. Muhammad Ali didn't say, I hope I become champion someday. He said, I am the greatest. I said it before I knew I was. He walked like a champion, talked like a champion, trained like a champion, fought like a champion. Before the world saw it, he believed it. And that's why the world had to believe it too. The brain has something called the self-confirmation loop. It means what you believe becomes how you feel. How you feel becomes how you act. How you act creates your results. Your results reinforce your belief. This is why people who believe they are failures subconsciously behave like one, and people who believe they are unstoppable become unstoppable. So the most important thing you'll ever say isn't to the world, it's to yourself. This life I want is already mine. I just have to claim it. Write your reality before it exists. Every morning, write one page called, "This is who I am." Even if it feels fake, even if it feels too far. Examples. I am a focused machine. I speak fluent English confidently. I control my emotions, not the other way around. I make money doing what I love. I attract discipline, greatness, and clarity. That is your identity programming. Your brain will start aligning with it. Walk like it's already yours. Stop walking like someone who's trying. Walk like someone who's already arrived. That means stand up straight. Make decisions with power. Show up early. Speak slowly. Make eye contact. Dress like you respect yourself. Your body is the first message you send to your mind. Move like you already own the room. Use this sentence every time you doubt. This life is already mine. I'm just catching up to it. Say it again and again and again until it becomes part of your bloodstream. The world won't believe in you first. It's waiting. Waiting for you to believe. Waiting for you to show up like a winner. Waiting for you to walk in like it's already yours. So stop acting like an outsider. Stop apologizing for your greatness. Stop hoping. Decide. It's already mine. The life, the power, the fluency, the success. I'm not asking. I'm claiming. Don't wait for permission to be great. Live like you already are. Because belief is not the end of the journey. It's the beginning of the winner. Let me tell you something before this video ends. Most people will never do what you're about to do. They will watch videos like this. Feel something. Say, that was powerful. And then, go back to their old life. Same habits, same excuses, same silence, but not you. Because if you made it this far, it means something inside you is awakening. Something that refuses to die silent. Something that refuses to be average. Something that refuses to settle. And I want you to remember this. Burn it into your mind. Your life is not a punishment. It's a weapon. And you've just been given the code to unlock it. You don't need more time. You don't need more approval. You don't need more motivation. You just need to decide. From this moment forward, I become everything I was too scared to be. No more waiting. No more hiding. No more apologizing for your greatness. No more hoping someone will come save you. Because you're not the victim anymore. You're not the student anymore. You're not the lost version of yourself anymore. You're the one now, the one who rises, the one who takes the hit and keeps walking, the one who builds the impossible. From silence, from pain, from nothing. You are the storm. You are the monster. You are the winner. And now you have the mind to prove it. So I leave you with this final truth. No more later. No more limits. No more little life. This is your time. This is your war. This is your destiny. And just like that, the loser dies. The winner is born. See you at the top. If this video shook something deep inside you, if it made you pause, breathe, think, and say, "This is what I needed," then don't let this be the end. Subscribe now, not just to a channel, but to a life where you're finally becoming who you were born to be. Because on this channel, we don't do motivation. We build warriors. We train winners. We reprogram minds to never be average again. So, if you're ready to keep growing, to keep learning, to keep transforming, then hit that subscribe button and let the world meet the real you.